I was actually, I had access to information. So in college, I had a couple of side hustles. I made fake IDs, and one night leaving the party, a little late. I had a nice car. I got rolled. I got the police pulled me over, and he checked my ID. The ID I had was mine. And I had a plan. Long story short, I ended up getting, I was 20 years old. I wasn't even 21 years old yet, and I ended up running a little trouble. But the good thing about it, I was compliant. Back in the day, they had this thing called reasonable cause. They had no reasonable cause to pull me over. I was basically pulled over because I was being a young black man in a nice car. And, it went away. But the charges stained me where I couldn't get a job at the FBI or anything like that because it was there. You can see it. Even out there.
So you get it taken off? You can't get it taken off?
It wasn't a conviction, but it was there. People asked about it. I was vice president. I worked at Chase. I worked at Citibank. I worked at HB. I worked at other banks, large banks, and they would always see it, but they couldn't see what it was. They asked me about, this is nothing. I was charged with something in college, but it was nothing because I had my records closed. I was 20 years old. I was youthful offender. But again, at the time, I didn't think I was doing anything wrong. I thought I had this, I said, sometimes when you're young, you have this complex of being invincible. To me, I thought I was being smart. I was helping my friends out, who wanted to get access to clubs and stuff like that. No, I was helping them out. But honestly, I was doing something wrong. But that happened. It eventually went away. But it cost me. I had to change career paths. So, I had to kind of change career paths. I had this, because I wasn't squeaky clean. I thought I was squeaky clean, but it happened.
Okay, so let's start off. So your plan was to be an FBI agent, go into politics. That's what you wanted to do. That's what I want to
be a politician. So my goal was I want to be a little bit better than everybody else. I wanted to try to get a job at the FBI and come back and run to be mayor of Birmingham.
So okay, do you still have goals of, because I kind of like am trying to feel in politics right now too, because I'm tired of electing people that's not doing anything. What do you think about that?
You know what? That's part of, I don't know whether I'll be a politician per se, but I'm really going to be active in the neighborhoods that look like me. People that came from the same background I came from. So that's kind of this kind of direction I'm even pushing myself in my business life. So I want to just be more active because there was people in my life that were role models, even though they didn't know it. I looked at them, I saw them, I mimicked their behavior. They helped me be a different person. So, my kids are fine. My kids grow up in the suburbs. The things that they experience, the things I experience personally, they don't have to deal with them. But I look around, there's other people that look like me that needs opportunities. They don't see role models. And some other day, back when I was growing up, role models not somebody you see, somebody you can see, people touch, have access to. And, you can see their walk. You can hear their talk. You can see what's successful about that person. And that's something I desire to give back to a point. That's something I desire to give back. Let people see my walk. My walk is not bad now. The walk I had 10, 15 years was a little different, but, I'm all right. Now, I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, I do okay for myself. I do okay for my family, and I even help other people, their families do okay.
So you decided to go into the corporate America. So you went into corporate America. You started working through banking. I guess is that the first?
So when I was in college, long story short, when I was in college, I took a job. I worked at a company called Rent-A-Center. On my company called Thorn International. There are Rent-A-Centers in every neighborhood right now. But in Rent-A-Center, they taught me about collecting. It's bad to say. I did a lot of dirty things, a lot of tough things that I look back at like, wow. And so background in collections. And then later on, I got a job. Before I graduated college, I took a job at AAA Road Service on the phones. Then I became road center manager. And actually, my whole fraternity was up at the AAA. But it was all, it was a nice little job, decent pay. Not doing that, answering the phones, dealing with people. And then after that, before I left Birmingham, I got a job with the phone company. Their phone department. So it was Bell South. And I was working, with the phone company with customers and their bills and stuff like this. It kind of led me to Texas. When I came to Texas, I was kind of pulled out of college by a company called Commercial Credit. So Commercial Credit hired me as office as a manager trainee, basically to come to Texas to do home equity loans. Because my background with finance and phone company and local collections, it let me get in finances. And so I came to Texas, moved to San Antonio, and was working at Commercial Credit, doing home equity loans, talking to people about, you know, doing consolidation loans, paying off their debt, securing it with their house. That's how I came to Texas. So, so that's how I got into the finance business. I always worked in local finance business in college and dealing with people and credit. So when I got leaving college, got my first job, Commercial Credit.
San Antonio. You moved to San Antonio, and then you eventually transferred, I guess, to Texas, right?
Dallas, basically in San Antonio, young, black, in my early 20s. It was slow. Coming from Birmingham, where everybody looked like me, it was always something to do. Being in San Antonio, Texas, nothing to do. Nobody really looked like me. You know, they had different. You know, I'm not going to go down the road.
Right. Just different.
It was different for me, So I got an opportunity to transfer to Dallas to Commercial Credit in Plano as office manager there. I took it, came to Dallas, and I've been here ever since. I left Commercial Credit, was bought out by Travelers Group, became so Travelers Group later more Citibank. I was able to get a job with a company called Associates, and their call center became my first manager position there. I got a manager position there, then became Citibank. I worked my way up there, and I just got in the banking business for a while. So.
And what caused you to get out of the bank? You were working at Chase at the time, and I think when we met, our kids ended up going to Mount Hebron. Shout out to Mount Hebron.
Good job.
Who educated all our kids.
Yes, ma'am.
All of us, not even from here, all ended up at the same place. It's kind of crazy, but anyway, ended up at we met at Mount Hebron, and then you were working at Chase at the time, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Eventually you left, right? What happened?
Yeah. Long story short, Chase. I was working at Chase through the mortgage crisis. I helped people save their homes. We had a save a home, save a life. That was our motto. So I managed a team that helped people in their houses, worked on modifications, talked to people, kept them in their houses. I was on the front lines that when it first happened. We helped write the process. We helped write the process of home modifications. I was there. Me and my team was the first team that was flipped over. When the switch flipped for home modification, my team was on the phone. I managed the whole process. So, and that's, so I did that. When they said the mortgage crisis is over, they kind of started cutting back. My team was one of the last teams there, and we were transitioned to doing HARP loans. Realized they had heavy management. They laid me off. And I was tired of the fight. Build you up, you build this company up, and without some merit, you get, you're left searching. And so 2012, Exodus Financial Group was reborn. Basically, it was born prior to that. It was Exodus Group. I had a buddy of mine, Sheikh Aliyu, would buy houses and flip houses. And I love the name Exodus from the Bible. So basically, I mean, they had a conversation. Said, "Man, you mind if I go back in business? You mind if I take part of the name?" He said, "Cool." And so, because I love the name Exodus, to me, it meant something different. In the Bible, when we are in the Bible, it wasn't bondage, it wasn't slavery. It was the transition from slavery to freedom.
That's right.
They left, and I thought about us being financially enslaved. I want to help people through things in finance, in life, be that friend. I always talk about Moses and Aaron. People don't talk about Aaron as much. They always talk about Moses. Moses couldn't talk. Moses stood in a problem. Aaron spoke with the people. Aaron held Moses' hand up high. Aaron was always there. I always talk about Moses and Aaron. And I got a business partner. Moses never saw the land of milk and honey. Aaron saw it. And my goal in life was, I may not ever become totally financially free, but if I can help somebody get there, I've done my job. I can share my experiences. I can be a friend along the way. I've done my job. I've done my calling. So that's how my company was born, to the point where, we was in financial turmoil. I knew what I've learned through life, even through taxes. You know, in taxes, I did taxes in college. That was one of my hustles. I did taxes back in college. I was doing taxes in 1992.
Mm-hmm.
So, and
now, were you nervous? Were you nervous starting out? You know, or were you just you didn't care? It was like, I'm not going back to a job. I'm going to do this.
I'm going to tell you something. I tell people a black man is never a victim.
Okay.
A black man is never a victim, regardless. People don't want to hear excuses from a black man. Only thing they want to hear is results. I had no choice. At the time, I had a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
A little girl.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I was single dad. I had just made a new baby, and he had needs. Had he been laid off from work, wasn't an option. I had a mortgage to pay. I had insurance to pay for. I had child support to pay. You know.
Wow.
I had custody of my daughter at the time. So failure was not an option. I used to always tell my business partner, hey man, no offense, bro, it can't fail. I'm a desperate man is a dangerous man. I have everything to lose.
Wow. Wow, that's deep.
It's no, not being from Texas, people would get mad. You know, I would be on Facebook because that's more to contact people, searching for people, looking at profiles, befriending people for the purpose of trying to become a tax professional, trying to grow my business. I started teaching classes about taxes. My first year into, I started teaching classes. I trained over 100. We trained over 150 people our first year about taxes. Yes, we trained over our first year. We trained over 150 people because the issue we realized in taxes was people do tax, but no one knows taxes. They don't know what they're doing. They're just out there hustling. And I said, you know what? What I learned in corporate America, I'm going to bring it back to my business. We're going to get good customer service. We're going to take care of our people. We're going to know what we're talking about. If we don't know, we're going to find out. You know, our people will be trained. They'll have support.
But how did you know you wanted to do when you no longer work for Chase? How did you know that taxes is what you wanted to do? What made you get into that?
I saw some of the bad taxes. I had somebody look. No offense, the market crashed before. I took my money out of my 401k because it went down. You know, me and your husband talked about this a couple of times. Y'all doubled down. I took my money out. You know, and I had a big tax bill. The lady I went to charged me $500 and told me out of IRS $10,000 or 20 something crazy. I'm like, wait a minute, I lost all this money. You know, it's nothing. That's it. But so I like, man, it's more. It got to be more to this than that. You just can't give me any advice, no strategy, no nothing else. I owe you $500. You put me on paper with the IRS, and that's it. So I researched. I made my own tax return. I then went to another tax professional since. That was in the early 2000s. I forget, 2006, 07, something like that. I forgot exactly what it was. Maybe new. But anyway, I can go back to that. At that point in time, my life changed. I'm like, you know what? I want professionalism. I want someone who knows what they're doing. Don't be afraid to say, I don't know. Don't be afraid to say, I'll get back with you. You know, even when you and I had our experience together, it was not always perfect, but I made sure I told you, well, hey, okay, I'll fix it. If it's in my power to fix. If it's in my power to fix, I'll fix it. Give me some time to get back with you. Let me research this out. So that's it. My daddy told me a long time ago, if I can read it, I can do it. He said, never limit yourself. You can read about it, you can learn about it, you can do it. And so that was the whole piece. I've been working in finances my whole life, pretty much, from the time I was 10 years old, doing balance sheets, doing papers, you know, learning. You know, think about us as people in general. If you walk outside long enough, your feet get hard. You work your hands get hard. Your brain, if you read and understand, you can comprehend. It's nothing that we can't figure out. Honestly, the tax code was nothing different. And it's not the taxes that people come to you for. It's their experience, a personal relationship. Being able to call you, you're there, you return a phone call. I said I'll never be a part-time tax person. You know, I was a realtor at one point in my life. When I was 22 years old, when in Birmingham, I got my real estate license. They said real estate license. My uncle told me then. He said, son, he said, nephew, there's no such thing as a part-time realtor. But what you mean? He said, when someone wants to see a house, they want to see a house. You can't push people to your schedule because without them, you have nothing. And that stuck with me. And I tell people all the time, I have a company. Last year we served 1,100 people. And everybody
you service 1,100 tax
funds.
Tax funds last year. Okay.
This year, we still in. We serve 1,100. It's still
okay, this year, 2018. Okay.
Yeah, 2018, we served over 1,100 people already. I have a network because I do help tax officers get started. I do support tax officers. I do their training. Our network that I'm a part of, I'm not going to say I'm the head of it, because I kind of sort of am, but I'm not. I have team members, have a team. We're all in this thing together, the tax business together. Our network, we service probably 9,000 people.
Wow.
And honestly, there's a problem. They call me and say, Chris, help me with this. And, you know, we serve a lot of people. We serve a lot of people in Dallas, and you may not know it, but we try. You know, we do classes, we have tax classes. You know, we try to educate. We try to keep people involved. That's the difference. And before, we had a lot of people doing taxes that didn't know what they're doing. They're just putting some on papers, hey, you get a refund.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's why I end up using you, because we ran into each other at Sam's Club, and my tax preparer had just fired me. He said I was too needy.
He hadn't fired you yet. He hadn't fired you yet.
He hadn't fired me yet? Okay. All right. I just remember being fired.
Yeah, you know, he was asking about amending the taxes. You asked me, could I do it? I'm like, I can.
Yeah, that's right.
I told you then, I said, it should be simple for him. He have all your information in your computer, just add in the form. It's nothing to it.
Right, that's right. He didn't fire me yet. That's right.
You told me he charged you for that amendment. I'm like, just, you know, he charged you for it. I'm like, why?
Right.
He added a form.
Right.
He didn't do anything. And, you know, and we kind of talked about it. And I said, hey, give me an opportunity, give me a chance, you know. And we kind of, you know, you told me your experience with an African-American tax professional in the past. And I can't say anything because I hear those every day.
Right.
You know. And I said, hey, I'll make sure I'll call you back. I'll try. I can, you know, I can't promise you. I do my best, you know.
Right.
You know, we talked about it.
You did.
I said, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about the chance. We'll tell you what you can and can't. We'll walk you through it. There's nothing that you won't know. There'll be no surprises. So,
right. Yeah, I was paying him a lot. I mean, I had a CPA. I mean, you know, whatever CPA. He's CFP CPA. I had him for 20 years. 2 years, I had other people try to prepare taxes, have problems. And pretty much I wanted more from him. We had a lot of tax liability last year. I think, I don't know how much we paid last year, $12,000.
I paid a lot. You pay some more with the amendment.
Right, exactly. So we pay a lot in taxes. We both work. Maybe W-2. We have W-2, and I have self-employment too. And then my husband works. So we pay taxes. We pay a lot of taxes. So the whole point is I needed him to help me figure out how to decrease my tax liability. That's the only thing I wanted him to do. And he could not really do that. He would just do my taxes straightforward and then say, just pay this. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I reached out to you.
But again, you know, it's all about service. And it's all about meeting people where they are, you know, trying to meet people where they are. And maybe y'all can take a trip together. Everybody wants to do better.
Yeah. Right.
You know, we all want to do better in life. You know, at least tell me. You know, I said, at least kiss me first before you tell me some bad news. Stop it, bro.
Right. And I do appreciate. I mean, like I want anybody looking at this to know that I highly recommend you, because one thing I can appreciate a conversation. Like we had a conversation about my taxes. We had several conversations about my taxes because, to be honest, Trump would tell you 45, whatever you want to call it, would tell you this. Tax is just numbers. You got to make sure you can justify those numbers. You got to make sure they're accurate. And that's it. It's just numbers. Actually,
he's wrong. Tax is a story. Taxes tells a story.
It's a story. That's right. Tell your story. That's right.
Everybody has a story. What transpired. Tax is nothing more than reconciling the books at the end of the year for what happened in someone's life that year. To make sure everybody plays their part. The IRS has one thing on paper. It's up to us to tell your story for you.
That's right. Telling the story. I like that better. It's
tell the story what happened. You know, sometimes in our life we have kids. You know, we make investments that don't pan out. Make investments that do well. We move. It's more to our life than just on that sheet of paper. And our job is to help you tell the story of what happened in your life.
Right.
And and I tell people that's what we are. We help tell your story. No one can see when people mess up. They don't call their person they're doing the taxes. They try to tell their story for them. No, you know your story better than I do.
That's right. That's right.
So,
That's right. That's
oh,
right.
someone drop about your taxes are done. Wait, what did you do? What did you put on paper? What story did you tell? They get from the IRS. They can't tell their story because they don't know. It's a fairy tale. It's not a biography. It's a fairy tale that someone has written for it.
That's right. That's right. That's a fairy tale, right?
It's a fairy tale. So again, so that's the problem that happens. You know.
Right, don't tell no fairy tales.
Yeah. So that's what happens. You know. And it's all about the relationship.
Right.
You know, that's why I said, I'm going to be a friend. We want to be a friend. I want to make sure we touch every client. You know, after a while, you become family. You know, pick up the phone, we call. I have somebody, we want to share energy.
Yeah, yeah. And I appreciate that because one thing I can tell you about you, you reciprocate the business. So, like, I appreciate the referrals. You know, you called me. I still got to figure out how you get all these clients because 1,100 people, God, you know what I can do with 1,100 people? But I appreciate
I didn't do 1,100 people.
Okay, okay.
I have good people around me. I have a
great
I have a great team. We always build our team. Sometimes people go off and get their own, but we have a team. We have a family of people that works hard, you know. You know, and eventually branch out on their own, but they're still part of our family. It's not my company, it's our company, you know. You know, the old acronym, people always say team together, everyone achieves more. People don't believe that, but I believe that. Together we can accomplish anything. You know, it's about different perspectives. Someone who can see your blind spot, someone who can tell you what's coming.
Right.
I tell my daughters, I tell my kids all the time, what's the purpose of your daddy? What's the purpose of me having problems if you have the same problems? If I can share you my experiences, make you better, why am I here for?
Right.
Why am I here?
Right.
I'm a tax guy that had tax issues. I'm gonna say this is not good. We paid the IRS $47,000 from just the business side last year in 2018 because we had to. So it's fine. Donald Trump don't pay taxes, but we pay taxes over here. And my job,
you paying taxes now? He not.
My job is to make sure that we pay the right amount of taxes. We can get you out of tax. We are, but the things that we want, it takes. You know, we want good schools, we want good roads, we want to have police that protect us, that represent us. You know, but something we do that, do our share. You know, I laugh sometimes. My daughter's talking about she was talking about the Boston Tea Party. Like, yeah, taxation is representation. I thought about us. You know, hey, I need some representation. I need some representation. You know, I need some representation out here. I need to represent me.
Right.
So I want to give what I pay for.
That's right. So look, so tell me about, so where you at right now? Now you got a lot of construction going on over there. What's going on? What you doing over there?
So, like I said, like I'm passionate about this. I want to put my money where my mouth is. You know, I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. Living in Dallas for a while. When I get into East Dallas, Pleasant Grove, remind me of Birmingham. But you know, I see people every day walking the streets. I see people that look like me. You know, so we've been off 635 in Joe's in a nice, comfortable office. But we also got a new location called Exodus Business Center. It's right here on Loop 12 in Pleasant Grove. It's not gonna be your typical tax office. It's a business center. We're gonna do taxes here. We're like a urban Kinko's. We have a copy center where you can come in copies. Behind me, we have mailboxes where you have your own mailbox for your business. You need to use internet access. We have self-service computers where you can use internet. Everything Kinko's do, we can do for you as well. And
where are you located? Where are you located? What's the address?
728 Great Trinity Forest Way. We're right at Loop 12 and Jim Miller. Right in the heart of Pleasant Grove. Almost in Oak Cliff. You know, it's we're still under construction. Our goal was to be done by Saturday. October 22nd is my anniversary of my company. The day it was founded. I want to have this office open October 22nd, up and going. But again, I had to take care of my clients first. They could do tax season. I had people that needed our assistance first. And we're still working. You know, if you show proper relief, we can eat by your tax up until November. We don't over now. You might have a penalty if you have tax liability, but we still can get we still file your taxes. So if someone didn't get their taxes done because they ran out of time, it's not too late. Don't not file.
That's the key. Don't not file. Right.
They'll IRS will file your taxes for you. And then they give you any breaks. They can hit you with penalties. So even if you owe, file it. Get control of it. Let us tell your story for you. There's more of a plan to get you out of that problem.
And don't ignore tax letters. Anytime the IRS call you, not call you, they shouldn't be calling you, but mail you, respond.
Respond. I'm dealing with some issues now. Not issues. I have an opportunity to help some people out I care about, and they make a little money. They make a little change. They're professional people, but they've been going to CPAs that are not filing their taxes, and I think they're taking their money, but because they're so busy. They want to look for those credentials that they give them the benefit of the doubt. But now they got a problem, and I'm like, hey man, let me take a look at it. And I'm saying, look, he's not doing the taxes correctly. Long story short, he has a business, and every year he has 4 partners. They put money back into paying off their debt, their business debt. But the CPA keeps, basically they're saying, hey, you guys made this, here's your split of the money. Even though they're not taking the money, putting it back in their business, it should be a business expense. But they're still paying tax on the money. It's income. That's not correct. They use that to pay down their corporate debt. And he's like, really? Yeah. I had to take him out to the textbook and show him that that's not right. And so, and he's paying tax on that money, a lot of taxes, and he's really paying down his corporate debt, which shouldn't be taxed. So he's putting it back it's a business expense. So he's paying tax on money that should be an expense. So
right.
He has a huge tax bill. I'm talking about his tax bill, 6 figures.
A lot. Oh,
and we got a plan to get it taken care of, reduced. But sometimes I say, just because you know me, don't mean I can't help you. I'm not going to take your business. I'm talking about this situation in general, because a lot of times we as Black people don't give each other an opportunity because we don't either want somebody in our business or we think they need to do good service.
Yeah, that's the issue. Yeah, and you might not know as much as them, and it's like, dude, this is what I've been doing, but you just didn't know I was doing. Just like you've been doing taxes since '92. All people don't know that.
But they don't know that. But I have to ask for it. I have to ask. I don't mind asking you for it. I don't mind. I want to ask you for your business. I'm asking again for your business. That's who we are, because I want to try my best to get you a good opportunity, and hopefully you'll tell somebody else about us. Because it's not just me. I can't say this company just me. It's not just me. I have a team of people, and we want to help each other. We have conversations. People don't say, we talk about taxes all the time. When you call me, hey man, there's a conference call tomorrow held by Forbes about the 199, the new 199, section 199. And there's this new stuff out called opportunity zones that we need to get ourselves up on, Black people, because these opportunity zones are in our neighborhoods. Opportunity zone basically means there's a tax-deferred investment. There's tax-free investment if you invest in places we call opportunity zone, basically Black-owned communities that are downtrodden. These places, you're investing in construction. These places for business purposes to create jobs will give you tax-free money. Give you tax credits where you don't pay taxes.
Get any tax credit for where you are now? Or
I don't own this place. I actually but if I own it, but I'm still working through that. If I own, we should understand. This is one of the new pieces about create opportunities about employing people and stuff. We get tax credits for that, and so we're gonna figure it out. Some people try to make me be a 501c. Try to say, Chris, want to be a 501c and be nonprofit because you're trying to give something to the community they don't have. They don't have a Kinko. They don't have any place to help them with copies or faxes or computer access. They don't have that here. Like us, we can drive down the street and find a Staples or Kinko's if we need it.
Right across the street.
But we are all at home. We always have copiers at home. We have a fax machine at home.
That's right.
We take those things for granted.
You know what? That's the thing I tell people. I mean, I know we take it for granted because, like, being a realtor, and I know you being a tax preparer, I just don't see how. I mean, I know it's a cost, but if you can afford to have, you can't be a business person, and you can afford to have Jordans and Gucci bags and all this, but you don't have a fax machine or a copier. I just can't understand that. And you're supposed to be a business owner. Like some of these people say, "Oh, I have my own business," but then you're not acting like you a business owner. You know what I'm saying? That's the beginning.
Let's back this back. Let's do we have a lot of hustle business. And I have to tell people, I'm not a tax hustler. I'm a tax professional. I can do more than protect your taxes. We can do tax planning. There's ways that we don't even think about where we can actually save money and make money ourselves by the things that we do daily. We'll go to Starbucks and miss $7 on coffee, but won't put premium gas on our car. We won't get a gas. We won't get an oil change on time. But some people drink Starbucks 5 days a week.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Again, you know,
That's true. That's true.
people will spend, you know, a living apartment and spend $1,800, $2,000 a month.
No, you don't want to talk about that. I don't even want to talk about that.
Let's talk about it for a second. For rent, and the first time they're behind on their rent, they're getting a letter. They're getting a letter getting kicked out.
Yeah.
You know, versus
I think you even get a second day. I don't know how.
you get 5 days. You get 5 days, but you're out within a month or so. But you own a house that takes, you know, it takes, and there's help out here.
Mm-hmm.
To help you get in this house. You know, he said there's people out there that's helping people repair their credit. But if you can just sacrifice self for your greater self and put a plan together, you can have your house. You can have your kids in a good school that you're contributing to. People want to talk about schools, but you live in an apartment, you ain't paying no school, you ain't paying no taxes for that school system. You're not helping, yeah, you say your rent, I pay rent. But again, what are you doing to make your situation better? Are you going to school? Are you going to the same thing? Yeah, are you going to school to find out what's going on with your children? Or are you just expecting a teacher that has her own problems too to raise your child for you? You say something nice to the teacher, thank you. Do you even thank the bus driver? Right. I hate that we take so many things for granted. And and that's what we can't do. We even come to these politicians, we expect them to do a good job. We don't. They have their own interests. We have to be involved. And now to go back to talk about people being in business. Sometimes we don't know how to be in business. We want to be in business. We don't know how.
Right.
We don't know what it takes. Oh, I have a great idea. Okay, write it down. Make a plan. And that's why I talk about me and these other tax officers that are aligned so we can help each other. One thing I do, we help each other with problems. We help each other figure things out. And, I share my experiences so they won't make the same mistakes. I say Dallas is a lot of money in Dallas. There's a lot of people.
So much money in Dallas.
I just want to make sure that we help one another out. And we can. Mm-hmm. We help one another out and we'll be fine.
Yeah. If you help each other out, then we will be fine. But we have to get the mentality straight of helping each other. That's why I'm doing this right here because, I've sent your name to a lot of people, but I said, I want to spotlight you because anybody who can show me the type of, consideration when you refer somebody, I'm like, I got to big up this person because you get it. And a lot of people don't get it because they don't work for themselves. They go to work, they get a check. That's easy to me. That's easy money to me.
There's nothing wrong with, I'm going to never knock somebody for having a job. Because that's a great thing. Be great at that job. If you want that job, don't take it for granted. Don't take your take for granted. Don't take your course for granted. Don't even take your, and also be on the job learning. Because those things you learn there, you can take it away and help yourself.
And be setting yourself up to a day when if something happens to that job, you won't be on the street underneath the bridge, Yeah.
And sometimes there's a lot of things I don't do right now because just in case I have to go back, I don't want to burn bridges. I laugh. That's one I want to get my people. Stop being afraid to be nice to one another. Stop. Be so quick to cut each other down and give them a piece of your mind. That person may be going through something. Not saying you got to find out, but just sometimes let somebody make it. Let them make it. It may come back and help you. Because, you burn bridges.
That's right. That's
the same bridge later on.
That's true.
That's why I always ask you how Mark doing, your husband, I talk to his wife from time, hey, I tell your husband, I tell your old man, I say, hey, talk to his wife, and we talk on a professional level, but some people can't understand that piece.
Right.
We laugh, we talk, we may joke around for a second, but it's all fine. It ain't nothing else to it.
Right.
We have so many barriers in our mind as Black people, so many stipulations, so many things are been put out there that block us from being successful, from loving one another when we should. I don't understand it yet, but I was laughing yesterday, right? Yesterday I went to Tractor Supply, Trailer and Tractor Supply for something. And those people, they don't look like us, but they probably low middle class people. People they're a little different. They own land. They have people that are a little different. They're nice. They're nice. They was helpful. I'm like, man, and it was surprising. And I don't think they judged me they didn't judge me for whatever. They helped me out.
They see green. They see green. That's the thing we can't.
But hey, I saw a movie this weekend with my oldest daughter. We seen The Hate U Give.
We're going to see that tomorrow. I mean, Friday.
It's okay, but
it's okay. Really?
it's cool. It's all right. But the piece that the girl said, I'm going to share this with you. She told her white boyfriend this. He said, I don't see color. She said, no, I need you to see color. I need you to see who I am. Basically said, I need you to see who I am so you know what I go through. It's all right it's all right not to see color per se, but you need to see me to understand who I am.
That is fake. They see color. I don't believe that.
Yeah, but again,
don't let me get started. Don't let me get started.
But again, I need people to see who I am to understand that some of the things that you go through, I may not go through. Some things that I go through, you may not understand. But that's okay. I need you to be patient, understand me. So I need you to see me. Don't be colorless. See who I am. I'm black man. I might have some experiences that that you may not have. I may have some interactions that you never had. But don't discount what I've gone through. Don't discount the barriers that I face daily. And I'm not going to discount things that you deal with. You probably have some things on your side that you all deal with, and I'm gonna let you have that. But again, just don't knock me because it doesn't apply to you. So that's all I'm saying. So pick each other up. If you have anybody that need their taxes done or need some help financially, we do more than taxes. My partner, he's licensed CFP. We do investments. We're working out. We open out doing insurance eventually. We're trying to get into the insurance business right now. That's our next. Because
how can people contact you if they want to reach you?
They can always call me, answer my phone. They can call my cell phone, my office phone. They can find me on Facebook.
Say it. Where?
Office phone is area code 469-248-0958. You can call my cell anytime at 469-422-0192. You can find me on Facebook at Chris Daniels, or you can find us at exodusfinancialgroup.com. Our website need a little work. We're working on that now. Or on Facebook, Exodus Financial Group. I'm easy to find. We answer the phone. Or I answer the phone.
That's right.
We phone calls. We reply to Facebook messages. If you have a tax question, we want people. It's free to talk. You want to just call me and ask me about a tax question? Call me and ask me. Or send us a message. We said we was probably going to do Tax Talk Tuesday or Tax Talk Thursday, even Financial Friday. We're debating on one of the. We're going to get out. We're going to talk to this new tax bill so people can understand there's some opportunity. I'm going to say this. Then this new tax bill, there's some opportunity for us to save some money.
Okay.
If we don't spend the money. But I don't want people to understand. I want people to understand this. This whole tax bill was put in place to try and encourage people to put money back into the economy. All right. That's the whole purpose. And also supposed to grow businesses. But I always said that they did this so they can take the bag and run with it. Because there's a huge corporate tax break that won't benefit people like us. They're giving us a little bit of change, but they're taking a larger piece of the pie.
Gotcha.
All right. Okay. There's a new thing out called QBI, Qualified Business Income. Your first 20% of business self-employment income will be tax-free, not really tax-free per se, but you'll still pay self-employment taxes such as your FICA and Medicare. But the other taxes you won't be taxed on. You'll just pay your FICA because on the job, your FICA, which is Social Security and Medicare, that's all you'll pay on the first 20%. So it ain't totally tax-free, but that'll affect you and me and all those people self-employed, where you'll get a little tax break on that. The person exemptions are gone. Like your family is you, Mark, and 2 children. So you have 4 exemptions, about $4,000 a piece. So you all had exemptions of about $16,000, $17,000 worth of exemptions that would decrease from your income. This year, what they did for us is your kids now, instead of being worth $1,000, they're worth $2,000 each. And your standard deduction, which you all guys don't use, have increased. So it looks like there is more. It's really not really that much more. It's almost a wash. But the biggest issue is the credit per children. So you guys get $2,000 more this year tax credit for your kids than you got last year. So that's for the people who are. And the last piece I'm gonna share with people. Now, before you had this kid in college or this kid that was over 17, you didn't get any tax credit from them. Now you get $500 for that child, as long as they're in school, up to the age of 24 years old. It's a non-refundable credit. So if you haven't paid no taxes in, you're not gonna get nothing from it. But if you pay your taxes, you will get this additional $500 up as long as they're in school for that other child. All right. So those are some benefits that we'll see off the top. and they did collapse a couple of tax brackets.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Okay.
but again, it's all right. But again, look at the big picture. If we just take this money and spend it,
Mm-hmm.
you know, they win. If we take this money and reinvest it, you have something to do when this tax bill changes. It's not going to be a permanent change. It's not going to be permanent. It's not going to be permanent because our economy may tank out this tax bill because there's no money. You can't give everything away with nothing left to pay bills.
Right.
That's what people fail to realize. You're giving all these corporations a huge tax cut, and you're hoping that they reinvest and build jobs, which people only build jobs when they have a need.
That's right.
So now who's going to pay the taxes? Who's going to pay the taxes? The middle class. Going to pay tax like they always do. So our deficit will grow. It's already growing because the tax dollars are not coming in they're not going to come in. So just know this won't be a permanent change. It's going to be a temporary fix. It's a temporary deal. Okay. I guarantee you when 45 is out of office, somebody will repeal this plan back. Okay. So save money. Don't go crazy. Don't say, oh, I got an extra $2,000 on my taxes. I'm going to go buy something different. Reinvest. You know, another piece is people don't understand. If you're less than 50 years old, 55 years old, you can put up to $5,500 into your IRA tax-free. That's money you can save for yourself tax-free until you take it out. If you're over 50 years old, you can put another $1,000 that's tax-free. That you can, again, that you can save. That so you may, you know, if you're self-employed, you can put up to 25% of your income to a certain amount into a retirement account because you're saving it for yourself. That's money that's not taxed. We got to learn to live off what we need and save everything else.
That's right. That's right.
Because right now, Black people, we're a nation of spenders. We spend. We don't save. We got to learn how to save. We got to learn how to build for a better day. That's it. I'm done rambling, but that's why push off my people.
Well, thank you, Chris. I'm gonna let you get back to your construction project now, and I appreciate you. Yeah. So yes, visit him at his new location, Exodus Business Center and Exodus Financial Group on Facebook and all social media. And I appreciate you, and you have a good day.
Thank you. Bye, Kendra.
Okay. Bye-bye.